I'm going to tell you about the most accurate sign that a shy woman is attracted to you. And I want to tell you a story to illustrate the power of this point. So, back in the day, when I was starting to improve my dating life, I would go out to bars and pubs and clubs with the intention of meeting a beautiful woman, creating a connection, and sleeping with her. And I would speak to many different types of beautiful women. Some would be very shy, some would be very extroverted, some would be liberal, some would be traditional, some would be with boyfriends, some with husbands, some single, obviously. And I started to notice many different patterns after many interactions. So, for example, I would be talking to a very extroverted girl, and she would be all over me. She would be touching me. She would be looking at me with such eyes. She would be laughing at every joke I make. She would be super interested in what I have to say, asking me questions. But when it came time to move things forward, so I would invite her to come to the dance floor with me or outside of the club or back to my place, she would always say, "Oh, no, no, I'm here with my friends. Sorry, I cannot do that." And I would be very confused because I would think, okay, she was super attracted to me. It looked like she wanted to jump on me in the club. Why did she not want to move things forward? So, okay, great. And then I would notice another type of pattern, which would be when I was talking to a shy girl, she wouldn't be asking many questions. She would definitely not be making much physical contact. And she would be just there speaking with me, not laughing too much, just a little bit. But whenever I tried to move things forward, she would be like, okay, sure. So I would say, hey, let's go to the dance floor. She would say, yes. Let's go to the terrace, get some air. Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's go to the supermarket outside of the club to grab some snacks. Yes, let's go. Oh, you want to come back to my place, have a drink? Yes, let's do it. And we would end up sleeping together. So I would notice these patterns. And again, it would be very confusing to me because all my life I thought that if a woman was very into you, you would be able to tell. You would be able to see by the way that she looks at you, the way that she laughs at your jokes, the way that she touches you. But that was not my experience in reality. So, why does this happen? Well, what I realized is that compliance is a much better indicator than excitement when it comes to telling whether a woman is attracted to you or not. I will repeat, compliance over excitement. So the shy girl didn't have much excitement in the conversation, but that's because that was her personality. She just didn't show that much excitement when talking to people. She was a bit more into herself in her own head. And the extroverted girl showed excitement with everybody. It wasn't just with you. So that wasn't a sign at all that you should watch out for, but it was the compliance, whether she accepts you moving things forward. And I know that this example is about trying to sleep with women in a club. Yes, I get that. But it's absolutely the same when it comes to seeing whether a girl likes you for a relationship. So if you ask for the number of the cute girl that you met in the Starbucks and she says no, then obviously she's not attracted. But then many things happen, which is a man is talking to a woman that he just met at any place, and he sees that the woman is not super excited in the conversation. And then the man assumes that the woman doesn't like him. And that couldn't be farther from the truth. And believe me, I have wasted many opportunities in the past because of that. Because I thought, oh, yeah, she doesn't like me. I won't even go for the number. And one very important rule is that you should never say no to yourself. Just allow the woman to make the decision on her own. So if you actually like that woman and you're thinking and looking for signs whether she likes you back, do not try to be a psychic. Just ask her and see if she complies. That's the most important and really the only sign you should watch out for whether a woman is attracted to you or not. And this, by the way, the same thing in sales I noticed. So in one of my first businesses, I had to do calls with prospects, and I would notice that again there would be super extroverted prospects that would tell me all about their life, and they would be super excited, a lot of energy. I would tell them about the offer and they'll be like, oh my God, yeah, man, let's go, let's do it. Then I would tell the price, and then I would ask them to move things forward and make the payment. And it would always be, oh yeah, man, okay, I'll do it later. I'll think about it, blah, blah, blah. And they would never end up becoming a client. And then I would have experiences with clients who were a bit more introverted to themselves, and they would answer my questions with one word. So how was this? Good. How was that? Bad. And just one word answers. But then when it came to moving things forward, it would be super smooth. So, okay, well, this is the offer, this is how it works, this is the price. And they would be like, okay, sounds good. Then, all right, so do you want to join? Yeah, sure. Okay, I just sent you the payment link. Done. I just paid. Boom, that easy. And again, this is why compliance is a much better indicator than excitement on whether, in this case, a prospect wants to buy, but when we're talking about dating, if a shy woman is attracted to you. And especially, as I was telling you, in the case of shy women, because they tend not to show too much about their interest. Not because of you, but more about themselves. They maybe don't have the confidence to be having physical contact, even if they wanted to. So they can only show how much they like you by just going along with you. So keep that in mind in your next interactions with shy women. Now, I want to add some points to this, which is that in general, I would tell you in dating to get out of your head and stop trying to read signs. You're not a psychic. So just try to move things forward, as I was saying, and let the girl tell you whether she likes you or not. Don't try to guess because, again, you're not a psychic and you're gonna be in your head overthinking every step and you're gonna be messing up many opportunities, and you're also gonna be creating like uncomfortable situations when you think, oh yeah, of course this girl is super likes me, she's super into me, and then turns out that she doesn't, and you had this insane expectation because she was very excited in the conversation with you, but in reality, that's her personality. So just get out of your head and allow the woman to make the decision on her own. And I'll tell you that me, back in the day, the reason why I wanted to read signs and see if a woman is attracted to me without asking her is because of fear of rejection. So back in school, I remember this vividly that I was thinking, man, wouldn't it be amazing to just know all of the girls at my school that like me? Because then I could make my move and never be rejected. So I could choose from the women who already like me instead of trying to, risk it and go for a woman, make a move, ask her out, and she doesn't like me, and then I feel rejected and judged by other people. And this is something that can still stay with you when you're out of school. Maybe you're meeting someone through a social circle and you want to read all the signs before making your move. Or in general, you're a person that doesn't want to be rejected and has this fear, conscious or subconscious, of being rejected, and you're trying to play psychic and looking for 10 different signs before making your move. Man, we have to solve this because it's very, very non-beneficial for you whenever you're so risk averse in dating. And the risk really is just receiving a no from a woman. So it doesn't even make logical sense. And I just wanted to point this out because many guys have this and they don't even realize they're looking for many different signs on whether a woman is attracted to them or not because of that fear of rejection. And instead of looking for all the signs, you can just solve that fear of rejection and stop worrying about the signs. Just keep in your mind the compliance part, which, by the way, is the only true accurate sign on whether a shy woman or any woman for that matter likes you. And that's the best way to operate. And look, I've told you before, I'll tell you again. That's why cold approach is king, because not only it gives you unlimited options, but also because it allows you to work on yourself. So by cold approach, I mean being able to meet a woman anywhere, any place, anytime. If you see an attractive woman in the grocery store, in the supermarket, in a park, reading a book, you can just strike up a conversation and see if there's a connection. And that's going to allow you to get over this fear of rejection by actually practicing it and then also having many experiences. And finally, the goal that I help 7 to 8 figure entrepreneurs achieve is to find their ideal girlfriend and start a healthy relationship with her. So if you're one of those guys and you want help with this goal, then you'll find a way to contact me in the link in this description. And that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.